The moment our eyes connected, I knew everything had shifted. The room buzzed with chatter, glasses clinking, laughter spilling into the warm hum of music. It was meant to be a celebration. My company had just landed the largest contract in its history, and my boss had insisted on hosting a grand evening. Across the crowded floor, Daniel, my husband, stood by a colleague, calm and composed, radiating a quiet pride I had always loved. And then it happened. I faltered. It wasn't planned, it wasn't intentional, but in that instant, it felt like betrayal. Robert, my boss, leaned too close, whispering words meant to charm, and my skin prickled. I should have stepped back. I should have made boundaries clear. But I didn't. A nervous laugh escaped me, not amusement but instinct, panic. His hand grazed the small of my back and I froze. That brief hesitation was all it took. When I finally raised my gaze, Daniel was staring. The warmth in his eyes had vanished, replaced by a quiet hurt that cut deeper than anger ever could. The glass he held wobbled slightly, catching the chandelier's light. For a terrifying heartbeat, I feared he might let it fall. Our silent exchange said more than any words. Everything had changed. The drive home was unbearable. His knuckles whitened as he gripped the wheel. His jaw tightened as if holding back a storm. I tried to speak, to explain, but my voice felt hollow. "Daniel, it's not what it looks like," I whispered. He didn't answer. He simply focused on the road, the night slicing past in beams of headlights. Finally, with quiet precision, he said, "I've seen enough." The days afterward were unbearable. Daniel didn't shout. He didn't demand explanations. He just withdrew. Evenings on separate couches, silent meals, messages left unread, our home felt heavy with unspoken grief. Whenever I tried to reach him, he looked at me with a calm devastation that broke me in ways anger never could. I replayed the party endlessly in my mind, torturing myself with questions. Why hadn't I moved away? Why did I let that laugh escape? Robert had always crossed lines under the guise of charm, but I had brushed it off as arrogance. Never did I imagine it could fracture the foundation of my marriage. 2 weeks later, the silence shattered. I was in the kitchen, hands trembling over the chopping board, when Daniel set his coffee cup down softly. His voice was low, measured, but heavy with emotion. "Do you love him?" I froze. "Daniel, no, it's not like that," I said, but he didn't flinch. "Then what is it?" he pressed. "Because I've spent countless nights wondering if everything we had was a lie. You let him touch you. You laughed like I wasn't there." Tears blurred my vision. "It was a mistake. I swear." "Not what you think," I choked out. He didn't shout. He didn't fight. He simply stared, the silence pressing in like a weight. Finally, he shook his head, eyes glistening but steady. "Do you understand what it felt like, watching the woman I love lean into another man, even for a second?" Everyone saw it. That broke me. I covered my face, sobbing, realizing no apology could repair the damage I had done. I braced for the end, for the slam of the front door, for him to walk away. But instead, one night he stayed. He came to the bedroom and sat at the edge of the bed, stripped bare of pride, his voice trembling with vulnerability. "I don't want to lose us," he admitted, "but I can't erase it. I can't pretend it never happened." My heart pounded. "Then tell me what to do. Please, show me the way." His eyes were raw, torn between heartbreak and hope. "Earn it back," he said. "Show me I matter more than him. Prove to me every single time that I'm the one you choose." That was the start of the long, painstaking work of repair. I resigned from my job, leaving behind years of effort, knowing I couldn't rebuild our marriage while Robert lingered near our lives. I blocked every contact, severed every thread, and devoted myself entirely to Daniel.